Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, welcome to Roger's Kakasungura YouTube channel. And I want to really appreciate the people who keep on subscribing and sharing our content, because as of yesterday in the morning, we were around 387, but as we speak, we are 396. So I believe, as I said yesterday, in a couple of weeks or in a couple of months, we shall have reached the required 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watched minutes. This is only possible if you as a person, you as a fan, you keep subscribing and watching our content. And as I always say in my videos, if you find my content has sense into you and can help a friend who is close to you or a relative, kindly make sure you share with them and tell them to subscribe, because I do release my episodes daily or at some point after 2 to 3 days. So karibuni sana. And yesterday I spoke on young people about getting married, and today I specifically want to address an issue here that has been a long-term illness in so many marriages and relationships. One thing that men should understand, and I said in my episodes I'll be mixing Kiswahili and English where possible. I want to speak to men out there who are watching me and who love watching my content online. First, we should understand that God created man in his own likeness and image. But then a woman was created out of a man in the likeness of a man. Why? If you read Genesis, when God had finished creating woman out of the rib of a man, the man said, "This is bone of my bones." The man felt happy, meaning the woman was created in the love and the likeness of a man himself. That is why when a man looked at a woman, he saw something good. He saw beauty. He saw something valuable. So women were created in the likeness of men. That is why they say the beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Men are pleased and feel happy from what they see. That is why women are advised to dress decently, be clean, and fashionable, so that when your man looks at you, he sees a flower, he sees beauty, he sees something good. So those women who don't take a shower, you have an assignment. That is not my topic today. My topic today dwells on those men who are listening and watching me this time. You should understand that women are not supposed to be beaten. I will refer a couple of Bible verses here to justify my argument. A woman is not supposed to be beaten. Why? Because the Bible refers them as weaker vessels. When something is weak, it means it needs support for it to make it. When your house is weak, it means it needs some pillars for it to survive. The same case applies to this gender called women. They are people who should be treated as weaker vessels, because that is how the Bible refers them, refers them. And if you read 1 Peter chapter 3, verse number 7, the Bible clearly illustrates that likewise, husbands, live with your wives in an understanding way, showing honor to the woman as the weaker vessel. Listen, I want to elaborate that statement from 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7. When the Bible tells men to live with their wives with a lot of understanding, that itself means that for a woman to be a woman in the house, she must be treated with a lot of understanding. You know, the Bible says they be treated with an understanding, meaning women are prone to mistakes. They are the people who always, if not every minute or second, the Bible calls them as people who always make mistakes. Then what is the responsibility or the role of men in this scenario? When your woman makes a mistake, she doesn't deserve to be beaten. She deserves to be understood as a weaker vessel that requires an understanding. I don't know whether I'm speaking to anybody. If your couples who have been fighting, change your tactic and treat your woman as a weaker vessel that needs understanding. That is why, as a man, you should always listen to your wife when she speaks. If you are busy, tell her I'm busy. Please give me some minutes, I'll listen to you. Because there are people who love being understood. Until you understand a woman, you will never know what she needs, basically. And they're weak vessels. You don't beat something that is sick. I'm sorry to use that term, but let me use sickness in quotes. Women are sick creatures that needs healing from correction. Am I really communicating? When a woman is weak, she needs correction accompanied with understanding. So when a woman messes, instead of beating her, first understand her as a weak vessel, prone to make that mistake. Your role as a man is first to treat her as a weak vessel. And number 2, understand her. Number 3, correct her. If you read Colossians chapter 3 verse 19, the book of Colossians 3 verse 19, the Bible says, husbands, love your wives, and do not be harsh with them. Listen, man. Please, with all due respect, don't ever be harsh with your woman. Don't be harsh on your woman. No, it's biblical. Why? 1, they're weaker vessels that needs understanding. So I'm trying to tell men that no matter the mistake she makes, do not be harsh on her. And women, do not use advantage of being corrected so that you can have horns in the house. No. As I always say, Kaka, I always speak on upright men and women, serious men and women in marriage. Nilivyosema jana, mimi sizungumzi wala kuwatetea vinyangarika na viruka njia. I'm speaking to serious men and women that in the house, do not be too harsh on your woman. Instead, correct her with an understanding. So, that is not my verse. Therefore, a man shall leave his father and his mother and hold fast to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. There is a verse that says, I'm here to look at it if I get it, but you will help me refer to it, that a man is the head of the wife. You know, pastors mispreach or misunderstand this verse. A man is not the head of the family. You know, family includes a woman and children. But then the Bible is very clear. A man is the head of the wife. That statement means a wife doesn't have a head, literally. Because a head, it's the husband who has it. So when something doesn't have a head, it means it doesn't think, it doesn't see, it doesn't hear. That is how women should be treated. As one, creatures who do not have brains. Number 2, as creatures without sight. Number 3, creatures without ear. Hello? So if you are a man, treat your wife as a person who is weak. So because when the Bible says a man is the head of the wife, it means the wife doesn't have a head. Her thinking and understanding must come from a man. So always a wife becomes what a man does. If you become arrogant on a woman, she becomes arrogant. If you become violent on a woman, she becomes violent. Because a woman becometh what a man had already been. Why? Because the brain of a woman, the head of a woman, the person who carries that is the man. So, if as a man you think violent, the wife will think violent. If a man you think of a failed marriage, the woman will also think of a failed marriage. That is the logic. So if you want to heal your marriage today, please, with all due respect, men, 1, treat your wife with a lot of understanding. 2, treat them as weaker vessels. 3, treat them as people who do not think, see, and hear. Then you'll thank me later. It's Rogers Kakasungura. If you find some sense in this video, kindly, with all due respect, share. And let me get your feedback on the comment section, please. Just let me get your comment. Comment, tell me, how about this topic? Give me your view, congratulate me, like, and I'll be happy. See you in the next episode.